sense the presence of other vampires. Heraldries. The result of the ritual was not. So they must have brought them from someplace else.
Don't you ever give up the chase? You've been long enough. Sister Thada shall revive the exarchs.
That's for Queen Gertrude, you bastard.
Now we need to find Sister Thada. You listen in. I'll unlock the door.
Rise, Exarch, and be reborn!
The Ashen Lord
Where
commands
is this
it,
place?
and so we live once more, Orfra.
Alive again? How?
You have the Ice Reach Coven to thank for that, werewolf.
Using my recipes, which...
I meant no disrespect to Exarch Singalis.
We're being watched, brother.
Next time, Thada, the Ashen Lord, will expect more than the restoration of a single reliquary. Now deal with the intruders, or I'll toss you to the Harrow Fiends.
Come out, little skeevers. Come out and play with Sister Tharda.
How many of your sisters am I gonna have to kill before you give up?
You have killed my dear sisters. Our vengeance will plague you beyond the grave. Great harvest. Perhaps your souls will suffice.
for the pyre. Let's go after the other two. Damn, we lost them.
You saw it too, right? That werewolf shed that statue like a snake sheds its skin. Was she inside that stone husk the whole time, waiting to be awakened? Or did the ritual somehow summon her into that vessel? There's a lot I still don't understand. A ritual, obviously. Remember the altar at Kilcreath? We found the urn, the reliquary, and shards from a large stone vessel. I think they were the remains of one of those stone husks. I'm not sure how, but it all ties back to the Harrowstorms. I thought the purpose of the Harrowstorms were to create Harrow Fiends, but now I think that's only a byproduct. The storm somehow gathered energy that the witch used to summon Ulfra the werewolf. Ulfra seems to think she was brought back to life. I've come to the conclusion that anything is possible where magic is concerned. I'm going to look around with Lyris, then return to Old Mjolnir to finish studying the witch pike residue. Maybe that will help me understand how the ritual works. Theoretically, using my knowledge of alchemy and Old Mjolin's understanding of reach magic, we should be able to figure something out once we know what components were used in the ritual. I don't know of any Ashen Lord, but Exarch. I came across the term after the incident at the mass grave in Banquerai. It's a rank, used by the ancient army. Its members were buried in that unhallowed grave, and their remains were smuggled here. The Grey Host. It was an army of vampires and werewolves that rampaged across Hammerfell during the First Era. There aren't a lot of records remaining, and even the burial site was a closely held secret. Exarch was a rank, like General, I suppose. I don't know. But that's the impression I got from the witch's conversation with the Exarchs. I wish I knew more about this Sengalis and Ulfra, though. And the Ashen Lord, for that matter. That's why I want to check the ritual site.
Damn it! The vampire and the werewolf are long gone. They called themselves Singalis and Ulfra, and they had an unusual rank or title, Exarch. I wonder what that means. Yeah, I heard. No idea who or what that is, though. Maybe Fen can make sense of what we saw down here. In the meantime, I'm gonna head back inside. I want to get a better look at those stone husks that were left behind. While Fen and I examine that ritual site more closely, you should return to Solitude and inform Svanna that her mother's assassin has been taken care of. She'd want to know. More than that, she deserves to know. I left Svanna back at the Lonely Troll under the care of that drunken orc Mog. Unless he ignored my rather stern warnings, he should be keeping the princess there. I'll meet you back in the city once we finish here. Anything that tells us more about what the Coven and its allies are trying to accomplish. Maybe something about this Ashen Lord. I'd even settle for a clue that points us to any other strongholds they have down here. We need something more to go on. Because I don't trust the security at the palace. Vampire or not, the assassin had too easy a time getting close to the Queen. Besides, Svanna feels comfortable at the tavern. I figured she needed some comfort after watching her mother die.
Hold on! 27 geode crates, 15 pickaxes, 5 wheelbarrows, 42 fresh tourniquets. Okay, yeah, there's a lot to do, so I don't have much time. What is it? Corpse, eh? Well, call me not surprised. He never was any good at this. Always came off like he was better than us working folk. But the only thing he was good at was slacking. All right, I'll pay you for his samples. Yeah, so what? He was going to die sooner or later. I didn't make him take the job, so him being dumb don't make me guilty. Just give me my samples and move along. Judging by this bag, it looks like he died for nothing. Figures. Now I got to find a miner who actually knows how to prospect. Well, walk off, pal. No time for useless chatter. Oh, boo-hoo. Mining is expensive and hard. It's even harder down here. Miners only survive when they're tough. How about you take your friendly and move along?
Now look what you've done.
I am in your debt, stranger.
Lord, Mother, and Wizard! What is wrong with this place? Well, well, well! Look what the Quad dragged in! What are you even doing down here? Actually, scratch that. We'll catch up later. Raynor's insisted on getting into another mess, and we could use your help. Raynor and I got hired by the local mining consortium to investigate this dwarven vault, Karst. Raynor jumped on it. Said something about this place unlocking secrets about dwarven tonal architecture. But it's more trouble than it's worth. Everything here is off. Tremors, strange creatures, crazed people, and things that shouldn't even be down here. I told Raynor we needed to turn back, but he ran inside while I was fighting off the worst of them. Think you could go and check on him? Thanks. There's no telling what's in there, and knowing Raynor, he'll wander into the wrong end of a blade while he's busy taking notes. I'll meet you inside as soon as I make sure nothing else out here is going to sneak up on us. Karst. It's a mouthful, right? I sometimes wonder if the real reason the dwarves are all gone is because they choked and swallowed their tongues trying to say their own names. Oh, you know, the usual. delving dungeons, defying death, and staving off the ravages of boredom by risking our lives over and over. You show up at the damnedest times. Thanks. There's no telling evidence of our problem. There's a group of looters trying to lay claim to this place, probably from that mining town nearby. They were easy enough to get rid of. It's the other things giving me trouble. Strange creatures that don't belong. They jumped us at the door, but it was odd. It was almost like they just winked into existence. There were bright flashes of light, and then they appeared out of thin air and started to attack.
It's you. Good to see you, my friend. You have quite the knack for showing up at the most convenient times. Did you know that? She worries this vault is too big a risk, but I simply cannot ignore the possibilities of discovery here. Besides, we can handle looters. I will admit, there are some additional oddities at play, but what Dwemer Ruin doesn't have its challenges. Besides the looters, there are a number of strange adversaries up ahead. Most of them seem rather lost and confused, but nonetheless confrontational. If you could clear a safe path for us, Kirith will stop fretting, and I can do what I do best.
There you are. The coast is clear outside.
What was that? Another earthquake?
Raynor, stay close.
Oh my, what is that incredible machine?
Wait, do you hear that? Someone's up there.
Oh, you! Of course it's you. Well, it simply couldn't have been anyone else, could it? That depends. What year is it? No, wait, don't say it. There's already enough temporal instability going on in this place. My name is Thaddeus Cosma, and I am a member of... You know what? That's not important right now. This device, however, is... too complicated to explain. See that scroll on the ledge there? It's a list of components I need you and your friends to track down. Unless I fix this device, the temporal and spatial distortions will tear this place apart, along with all of us.
Raynor? Something's happening.
Kirith, what's wrong? Kirith? Kirith!
that's unfortunate. If you want to save your companions, find those components I listed. But be careful. The distortions are bringing all kinds of strange creatures from across Tamriel and beyond to this very spot. Be prepared for anything, and I mean anything. Well, where indeed? I suppose they could really be anywhere. The Merethic era, the distant future, the very start of creation. Don't get hung up on it. Rather, we should concentrate on how to bring them back, providing they haven't already perished. Fixing this Dwemer device should realign time and return everything and everyone to its proper place. In theory. Which is why I need those components. In light of unfortunate circumstances, the responsibility to retrieve them now falls to you. Oh, more questions. I almost forgot what a curious creature you are. All I can say for sure is you will know them when you see them. Now, hurry along. I'll stay here and keep the device stable for as long as I can.
There you are. Right on schedule. I must say, your punctuality speaks well of you. They assured me you would not be here for some time, and yet, here you are. It's good to see you. A miraculous confluence of temporal displacement and spatial distortion. I've seen such amazing things, if only I had the time to tell you. But I can't stay long. I've ensured the part is here in the present so that you may take it. Now, make haste. Back isn't the right word for it. I understand so much more now than I once did. Don't think of time and space as a road upon which you travel, but rather a rope, or cable. Many threads all bound together with no beginning or end. No, but if I had to guess, I'd say she's brandishing her sword at whatever she's encountered. Take this component back to Thaddeus. Once the device is concordant again, all of the threads at this point in time will be put back in place.